Welcome to the Harness How-To Guide for Role-Based Access Control. The first thing you want to do in Harness is go to the Continuous Security navigation and select Users and Permissions. Here we can see the default user groups that are provided with Harness. Why don't we go ahead and add our own DevOps? What we want to first do is add basic account permissions for the DevOps team by managing the account, the user groups, and the ability to create and delete applications. Next, we want to add permissions. This is where we add granular details about what the DevOps team can do. First, we want to give them access to all applications, including all services and artifacts within those applications, and give them the ability to create, read, update, and delete those services. Next, what we want to do is then focus on environments. We want to give the DevOps team access to both production and non-production environments, and the ability to create, read, update, and delete them. Next is workflows. This allows teams to deploy to different environments. And again, we want to allow them to create templates as well as for production and non-production templates. And finally, we want to give them access to pipelines. Notice we don't select deployments because we want our development teams to do that. So again, we give access to production and non-production pipelines and the ability to create, read, update, and delete. That concludes the permissions for the DevOps team. You can see now they've got access to all applications, all environments, all services, and workflows. You can see that's concluded here. We can go ahead and add people by adding members, and we're done. That's our user group finished. Next, what we want to do is go and add a development team. These are going to be the people responsible to develop and actually deploy using the pipelines the DevOps team created. So again, what we can do is we can go and add permissions. And this time we can actually filter the applications. So instead of all applications, let's pick e-commerce. This is the application team. We're going to pick the services and we're going to allow all services within the e-commerce application and give them the ability to create, read, update, and delete those. Next is the environments. We want to give developers access to non-production and production environments for the e-commerce application, but this time we're going to give them read access so they can't change those environments. Next is workflows. So we give them access to the templates, the production and non-production, and again, read access there. Next is pipelines. Again, give them non-production and production read access. And then finally, unlike the DevOps team, we want to give them the ability to deploy. And so we're going to choose deployments in all environments, so both production and non-production. And then finally, the actions to execute and read those deployments. And that concludes it. Again, we can add members if we need to do that. You can also restrict access to cloud providers and toolsets you have in Harness. For example, you can check usage restrictions, select the application and the environments you want to restrict usage to. So you can do that with other tools like Jenkins, AppDynamics, New Relic, so that the right users have access to the right cloud accounts and tools. Sign up for your free trial of Harness.